What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Criscoe Fontaine, aka Coach Criscoe. Now, you know what's going on. You know what's going on. The Lakers just got sold, man. Shout out to Hoops Hype for this. The King James is comfortable with the Lakers sale. Now, this is gonna be a very quick video. I thought about this the other day, and something just made me think this sale is it's intriguing. All right. Now, this may not have anything to do or may not even be comparable to the sale of the Mavericks, but I kind of think it's a bit intriguing because it's fairly similar, right? The Buss family have had ownership of the Lakers since like 1979, right? Bought it for less than a billy, like maybe a little more than half of a billy, and sold it for $10 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Nice come up. Jeannie Buss is going to remain as the governor of the team, I think I read. But they sold their majority, much like Mark Cuban sold his majority of the Mavs. Now, I feel like the sale of the Mavericks it coincided with the trade of Luka. Okay, I think that the new team, when they came in, they had a difference of direction as how they wanted the team to go, and who they wanted to peg as their franchise guy moving forward. Now, you asking me, trading Luka was dumb as hell, but we don't know the verdict. To say who won the trade as of yet. I mean, moving forward, of course, the Lakers, because what Luka's 25, 26. So I mean, they traded AD for Luka. Yeah. On paper, you won, but Dallas can retool and very much so make a play to be a contender. That's all going to be dependent on Kyrie if able to come back next season. Probably not, but in any event, with the Lakers selling their team and the Buss family, now not really having control of the team at all, even with Jeannie being there as the governor, I mean, she's governing, but they still can make their own decisions, right? According to the New York Times, James, who was 40 and has played 22 seasons, said to be comfortable with the sale. Though he's nearing the end of his career, Doncic, meanwhile, is 26 and eligible for a $229 million contract extension. While paying multiple players a maximum salary has never been an issue for the Lakers, spending outside of the roster occasionally has been problematic for a team with such a strong brand. Now, the guy that bought the team, Mark Walter, is that his name? Mark Walter? Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, Mark Walter. So I didn't know anything about this guy at first, but apparently he owns the Dodgers as well. And again, I'm not a guy that watches a lot of baseball, but apparently the Dodgers is a really thoroughly ran organization. I think they won the World Series last year, the year before, whatever. They've been successful and ran well. And I hear that they have a great front office and things of that nature. So, and they spend money. So you look at a team like the Lakers that, that's Tinseltown. That's intriguing. You got a young star in Luka. Who wouldn't want to go to the Lakers and play with Luka? But here's my thinking. I think it's a bit off-putting for certain stars to go to the Lakers while LeBron is still there. So the sale of the team, hear me out now. What if the new ownership comes in and they say, we want to start our rebuild now? I think we want to move off of LeBron. Now you ask yourself, why would they do that? It's LeBron freaking James. If anything, he's going to put asses in the seats. Even if he's 40, 41, he'll be 41, towards going into the middle of next year, middle of next season. Why would they want to move off of LeBron? Because then you can entice other stars to come and play with Luka. I don't think there's a lot of stars that want to play with LeBron. I'm just being honest. And if you're moving LeBron, where would he go? Because LeBron wants to win. And he would love to win another championship, get number 5 before he retires. He would love that. Regardless of what he says, ring culture being, horrible for the game and all of this crap. Miss me with that. He wants to win a chip. That's what you play for. So I was thinking, would it be crazy if LeBron was traded to the Warriors? Now, it's no secret that he's on record as saying that he would love to play with Steph. I think Steph is a lifelong Warrior. I can't see him in another uniform. We've seen Bron in many uniforms over the years. Okay, so him going to another team is not foreign for him. He has a good relationship with LeBron. LeBron has a good relationship with Draymond. LeBron loves Steph. Not necessarily sure how LeBron's relationship is with Jimmy. And I don't know how a trade to the Warriors would work as far as the money because he commands so much. If you're able to keep all of those guys and you're able to get LeBron there, we've seen crazier things. Nobody thought that Luka would be traded. It's not too far-fetched to think that LeBron could be traded with this new ownership coming in. And it's not too far-fetched to think that if he is traded, because I believe he has a no-trade clause, he's going to dictate where he goes. He's going to a contender. You're not trading LeBron to the Wizards. It's not happening. So if he has his take on where he's going to go or you can't trade me anywhere but Golden State, if he says that, they're going to make it happen. Trust me. The NBA will step in and make it happen. If that's where LeBron wants to go, he going there. Now, would it be good for the game? Honestly, I think it would. And I'm not a LeBron James fan by any means of the imagination, but these playoffs, once the Lakers went out in the first round, once the Warriors went out in the second round, I think, fact check me, could be wrong, but I think the ratings, the viewership, it plummeted afterwards. Say what you will. At 40 years old, LeBron, at 37 years old, Steph Curry, these are still box office attractions. And if you got your top 2 box office attractions on the same team, you've already set the Lakers up for the future with another box office attraction in Luka Doncic. They'll be good without LeBron. And once he's gone, they free up a lot of, cap with LeBron off the books, or they trade him and bring in some, expiring contracts, whatever. You're able to go and get another big name, maybe a Jokic. See my video in the description speaking on that, because I definitely think that that Jokic and Luka would love to play together. What better way than to go and that's your new dynamic duo. That's your Kobe and your Shaq right there. Luka and Nikola. That's your Kobe and your Shaq in LA. They win in championships. And Nikola will be paid handsomely. So you'll set the Lakers up for the future. You give LeBron his swan song to play with Steph for, a year or two going out. They can win their 5th championship together. All's well that ends well. I honestly think, I would not be surprised. I don't think this is too much of a hot take. And I said it here, I'm not going to say first, but I said it here. Come back to this if this trade does happen and we ended up seeing LeBron James in a Golden State Warrior uniform, number 23. He couldn't wear 23 because Draymond got it. Unless they trade Draymond for LeBron. Again, don't know how the money will work out, but Golden State they're okay with overpaying their guys. They will pay. They will go over the apron. They will pay the luxury tax. They've done it before. KD, they had KD. You gotta think about it. You paying Steph hella money, you paying Clay hella money, you paying Draymond hella money, and then KD. And they were going to retain KD. He just wanted to go. In that time, they're not letting Clay go. Steph's not going anywhere, and Draymond's not going anywhere. So they would pay to keep their guys. And I think Steph might restructure. Draymond might restructure to bring LeBron in. I really do. Without having to move Jimmy. You keep everybody. And you got a team with Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, LeBron James. You just put anybody. Man, I can go suit up for the Golden State Warriors. We're winning the championship. I don't know. I could just be, smoking some herbal weeds, but I don't think so. I don't think this is too far-fetched, but we'll see. But let me know what you think about the possibility of LeBron being traded. And if he is traded, where you think he would go? And if you think that trading LeBron James to the Golden State Warriors would be best for the NBA. I think it would be excellent. I think the ratings would skyrocket if you have LeBron and Steph on the same squad. I think it would. And they're going back to NBC too next season. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like the video, and hit the subscribe button on your way out if you're new to the channel. See you on the next one.